Alright, so Zack Snyder is continuously teasing us with his Zack Snyder Justice League cut, which is going to be here in about 2 or so weeks, and he just posted a Batman teaser yesterday and a Superman teaser today. I'm sure there's going to be a teaser for all of the characters, but I thought I would do Batman and Superman now, so let's check them out.
I heard about you. Didn't think you were real.
Your guilts have become your reason.
Hate is useless.
I will come for my great prize.
If you want the Batman, here is something that can help you.
I have a stake in this world, and it's time I started fighting for it.
You've fulfilled your promise. I spent a lot of time trying to divide us. I need to bring us together and make this right.
Not much to go off, but 53 seconds of pure awesomeness. Seeing Batman looking at the bat signal and what seems to be on top of the bat tank. The bat tank is super popular in the rendition of The Dark Knight Returns. He has this massive tank that he somewhat uses to fight against the military in Superman at the end of that series. Not only is that awesome, but the narration over that scene is really cool. Hearing from characters like Cyborg and Wonder Woman, Alfred. What I really do like and what's so visually appealing about it is it almost feels like Batman is kind of thinking about how he's gotten to this point. Even that part where Alfred says his guilt has become his reason. And we are going to truly see how the effects of Batman vs. Superman have really changed the way Bruce now looks on the entire world as he knows it. How now there's beings who are so much more powerful than not only himself, but that he could only imagine. And what Superman truly means to the world, because without him, they don't stand a chance against the threat that's coming. There's even great snippets of Lex Luthor in the background saying, if you want the Batman, this is what will help you. And I guarantee you he's talking to Deathstroke. He's probably giving Deathstroke some pointers on how to take him down. You hear Joker, Jared Leto's version of his crackling laugh in the background. Two of my most exciting ones is you hear General Swanwick in the background basically saying like he's been hiding long enough and he has a stake in all of this. He has a role to play. It was confirmed a couple months ago that he is Martian Manhunter. So in what way we'll see that transition, who knows? Maybe we'll even see him take his Martian form. We don't know yet. That was a great line. Also hearing what I would assume to be Darkseid saying, I will come for my great prize. It is just so awesome, especially Darkseid is my favorite villain, comic book villain of all time. It'll just be so cool to see how this all forms out and how Batman is struggling with the idea that there is no more Superman, so how are we gonna do this alone? Now, we all know that Superman is not dead, of course, and they bring him back to life. So that last scene of that teaser is great when Superman is helping Batman up onto the platform and you just see all 6 of them just standing together. I'm actually looking at it on my computer right now because it almost feels in this scene, by just looking at how Batman is formed, he's so used to working alone and he's not used to not only working with people, like I said, who are more powerful than him, but he's working with them to stop an even greater threat. And it's just, it's beautiful. I love the way that this teaser ended, and I can't wait to actually see this moment in the actual film. Now let's check out Superman's.
The whole world is mourning, grieving over a symbol.
Let's hope you're not too late.
It's like they were afraid of him.
Fly, son. It's time.
I made a promise on his
This
grave.
world will join the others.
What do we have to lose? No us without him.
We do this together.
You will help them accomplish wonders.
They wanted me back for a reason. I need to
find out why.
It was so cool seeing Clark walk through this room in between all of the suits that the ship carries. Some of those suits, they have to be Easter eggs, but some of them we've known. For example, there is the blue and red one in there. There's also that space suit that Zod wears in Man of Steel, but there are also two other suits in that room that do look very familiar, and they do look like a callback to the comic books. There's a suit in the back right corner that look like they have 4 glowing orbs on his chest. I don't know what that suit is from. I don't know if it's from a comic representation. It almost looks like a suit that one of the Kryptonians were wearing in the Man of Steel movie when Clark was asking his AI father where he comes from, and he was showing him all these diagrams of how Krypton blossomed and how they searched the stars for other worlds. And in the diagram, it looked like one of the Kryptonians was wearing that suit. I could be wrong, but that's just how I'm kind of picturing it. That's where I recognize it from. And then the second suit, which is in the back left corner, it's right beside the blue and red one. It looks like Steel, and Steel is an actual Superman character who isn't Clark Kent. He's just part of the Superman family, and maybe this is just a simple call to Steel doesn't exist in this Zack Snyder universe, but the suit does. Now, once again, more narration by all the characters. Martha Kent talking about how the world is mourning him. You hear Batman say that he's made a promise on his grave to basically keep the world safe. You also hear Alfred say, "I hope you're not too late," which I can only assume is after they've resurrected him and he has come to help out the Justice League. You hear Wonder Woman say, "We'll do this together." And then you also hear what I think is Darkseid. It could be Steppenwolf, but I believe it's Darkseid, and you hear in the background, "This world will join the others." Now that I think about it, it might be Steppenwolf, but no matter what, you do hear one of their voices. And then the one I don't really know of, you hear a voice that yells out, "Get down," and I don't really know who that is. I don't know if we've heard that in a previous movie. I can't recall, so that's interesting. You also hear a scene of where Clark says, you know, it's like they're afraid of me, and then you hear both of his fathers throughout this whole teaser. You hear Kevin Costner, which is his human father, but then Russell Crowe, which is his alien Kryptonian father, and then you hear right just before it transitions to the next scene, "You will help them accomplish wonders." And right after he says that, he walks out of the room wearing the black suit, his cape flowing behind him, and it was a beautiful callback to the scene in Man of Steel where when he left the ship, he left with the blue and red suit, with his cape flowing behind him. That scene where he was learning how to fly and he was jumping super far, and then he finally placed his hand on the ground, and then all the rocks started to float around him, and he took off and he learned how to fly. I love how this ended because it just shows that even though he has spent some time dead, he still has that power. You know, he has a duty to keep this planet safe, and that's exactly what he's gonna do. And it was just a beautiful send-off, and how he basically said that they wanted him back for a reason and he needs to find out why. It's the Superman we should have saw back in 2017, but no matter what, I'm just glad we are seeing that Superman now. Now, like I said, both super short trailers, and really not much to go off of, just a couple of fresh scenes and some dialogue, but still getting you really amped for the movie. That's exactly what he wants. I'm sure we're going to be getting similar trailers like this for the other 4 characters, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Flash, and Aquaman, and if we do, I will also do those characters as well. I'll do 2 apiece. You get it. You catch the words coming out of my mouth. So until the next teasers, I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.